everyone, coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show as we get ready for the SmackDown Ring Report. Here's what's going to go down. Witness Queen Nia Jax, Queen of the Ring coronation. Nia Jax has been crowned the Queen of the Ring. And you won't believe Nia Jax give her Queen of the Ring speech and her intentions as she heads to the biggest part of the summer, SummerSlam. We'll talk about it coming up. Also, too, Tonga, Loyola, and Tama Tonga team up. The Gates to Destiny, first time inside WWE ring as they take on the former WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. In a match, we'll see that, the must-see match, as well as Andrade set the face off against Apollo Crews. We'll get to see that. Plus, is AJ Styles about to I believe he's about to pull off. You won't believe what AJ had pulled off. And it kind of reminds me of a situation way back when, right here, with Mark Henry. We'll get to it here on the Pro Wrestling Show as we get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. And you see John Cena, WWE created with the same old issues again, using John Cena and Mark Henry's excuse later on with AJ Styles. We'll get to that in a minute. But like I said, join that conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's not waste no time whatsoever. Let's get things started with this. Nia Jax is the 2024 Queen of the Ring. Nia Jax won her Queen of the Ring crown from Live Victorian. Lyra put up a great fight, but it wasn't enough for Lyra as Nia Jax emerged victorious as the Queen of the Ring. Nia Jax and her calls herself Queen Nia Jax now. Nia decided to do the coronation, and she kind of did. Nia Jax got interrupted in her coronation by Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Niven and Green had something to prove on SmackDown, trying to congratulate Nia Jax and saying what Nia's next mission was going to be. I guess with her and Bayley, Nia Jax claimed to be on what she was going to do later on. So Nia Jax doing her bidding. Also, too, Nia Jax also had a run-in. Queen Nia had a run-in with Michin. So we can see Nia Jax and Michin maybe having a fight down the road, a feud before Nia Jax probably enter her feud with Bayley. I think Nia Jax wanted to send a message to Bayley that she's no breadwinner. I can tell you that right now. But Nia Jax send the message very loud and clear on what she wants to do and what she's going to see. Well, we get to action on SmackDown here, and we get the action to see the tag team champions. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory might be having some problems. Tag team champions was in action. Tommaso Ciampa took on Theory. Theory lost his match after Grayson Waller said some disparaging remarks to Waller said some disparaging remarks to his tag team partner, Theory. I think we might be seeing the writing on the wall between Theory and Grayson Waller. Is there going to be some dissension in the tag team between Theory and Waller? They're both the tag team champions. We could see a breakup coming down the road. And, we'll see if this is the situation that, however, that's going to go between them. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Well, we know that LA Knight having his feud with Carmelo Hayes. The LA Knight feels Carmelo Hayes is being disrespectful and don't respect him enough. Carmelo Hayes doesn't care, and Carmelo Hayes thinks he's that brash, young, cocky, arrogant heel. Thinks that he run things on SmackDown and stuff. he just got the SmackDown. I feel like Carmelo's kind of wasted. He's kind of in the wasting his talents. I think he would have been better off on Raw. He's like lost in the surface, lost in the sauce. Hopefully, with this feud with LA Knight, this will probably give him the more push that he needs. So we'll see. Well, Andrade was in action. It looked like Los Lotharios is trying to recruit Andrade into the group. Andrade ain't trying to be in the group. Andrade feels like he's his own man. That was earlier from Los Lotharios, but Andrade feels like he doesn't want to be in the group. Andrade was in action earlier. Andrade was in action against Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews looking to get himself into contention. The contention is that Apollo Crews, what's going on? He was kind of left in the earth, so we'll see Apollo Crews. But Andrade, the bigger picture is Angel trying to recruit Andrade into the group, but we thought Los Lotharios was going to accept Andrade in, but Andrade is not interested in being in the group, so we'll see. Well, the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and his group, the Guerrillas of Destiny, they also are making some noise as well. The Gates of Destiny, Solo wants to make sure he got his bloodline enforced. Paul Heyman tried to inform Solo that this would not be a good idea with Roman and stuff. Solo keeps on ignoring Paul Heyman's warnings, and Paul Heyman feels like he's trying his best, but Solo feels like he runs the group, which he do. And Solo told Heyman to go out there and convince Kevin Owens to go on picking down another heel. Kevin Owens felt like he didn't want to pick a down another heel. Kevin Owens said he respects Paul Heyman, but he feel like he doesn't know what he's talking about. Heyman tried to put Kevin Owens saying that that's why Roman didn't want the Guerrillas of Destiny in the bloodline. Solo did, and Solo decided to do business for himself. And Solo is that type of man. He wants to do business for himself. I think we're getting a chance to see that tonight with Solo. So hey, we could see that. Well, the Guerrillas of Destiny were in action. They took on the Street Profits and massively savaged the Street Profits. The former tag team champions got savaged by the Guerrillas of Destiny, Solo, Tamatonga, and Tongaloa. And they really didn't have no chance tonight. I mean, they really didn't. They looked good tonight. The new bloodline looked good and felt phenomenal. And they could be making some waves down the wonders, if you know what I mean. So we could see that being the possibility on what's going on and how that's going to go. So look for that. So we know next week on SmackDown right here, Solo Sikoa will be recruiting Tola Longa in the group. Tola Longa will be in the group, and Tola Longa will try to make a mark for himself. They're going to be stronger than ever. It's going to be an interesting rivalry with Roman Reigns and the Usos. How this family war, the bloodline is going to continue. That's the question. We'll get that answer coming up. So we know next week Solo Sikoa will know Talatonga into the group. Well, we know this, that Nick Aldis, the general manager, has been really busy. We'll probably see a feud between Bea Priestley and Naomi and Bea Priestley going after each other. We could see that being the possibility and how that's going to go down. So who knows? Also, too, we see that Nick Aldis being recruited by LA Knight to say, hey, I want to get a WWE championship match. LA Knight maybe get a possibility. Nick Aldis said he'll think about it. Speaking of that, AJ Styles, is he teasing his own retirement? We've been hearing reports that AJ wants to tease his own retirement and tease it for the belt. Nick Aldis put it in consideration. The consideration was that, but AJ Styles, Nick Aldis want to give AJ Styles his ring time to do what he need to do, and he accepted it. But You can tell deep down this was a storyline that was driven a couple of years ago, almost a decade ago. Remember this? Mark Henry did this to John Cena out of nowhere, and Mark Henry led that, teased that retirement, and Mark Henry wasn't going nowhere. AJ still at the tail end of his career. AJ Styles is not going nowhere. I think I kind of knew it from the start. It just was a Bruce Pritchard type role. Someone Bruce Pritchard had something to do with that. It just didn't make no sense. It just didn't seem right. It just didn't feel right. But um, we get to it a little bit later in the show. What went down and stuff. Also, too, Bailey, the WWE Women's Champion, and Naomi lost their match to Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, the former tag team champions. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, kind of, you know, did what they needed to do to get some noise down. So, hey, Chelsea or Piper will one of them will probably be no one contender for the women's title with Bailey's title on the line. We'll have to wait and see. Well, it was that time. The phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ Styles teased his retirement. He brought into the ring the good brothers, Anderson Gallows. Anderson Gallows gave AJ the significant Bullet Club bang. You knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. It was just a ruse. AJ Styles rused everybody, who rused the whole world on what he was going to do. He did so. He came, he told Cole to come out there, and Cody came out there. He attacked Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, and this could probably lead to a match at Clash at the Castle with AJ challenging Cody one more time for the championship. And AJ might have to put his career on the line of Cody just to get something going. But AJ Styles teased that. You can tell it was just you from the jump. You just knew from the jump. AJ Styles had Cody where he wanted him, and Cody Rhodes got sucker in. And the same way Mark Henry did, it was that familiar storyline again. And it just didn't work out the way Cody Rhodes expected. He got attacked. You can tell right there, the then WWE champion John Cena got attacked by Mark Henry, and Mark Henry got laid to waste. Mark Henry laid to waste John Cena, teasing that he was retiring. And I just knew. I said, "Oh, AJ gonna clothesline him," and AJ did. AJ clotheslined him and left him out laying in the woods. So AJ Styles may begin a WWE Championship match on the request of Cody, because you know that Nick Aldis is gonna say you don't deserve one, AJ, and it's gonna lead to Cody saying, "Give him the damn shot." That's what it's gonna lead to. So we'll see how that's gonna go down the road. So good SmackDown, but in the end, it was predictable as usual. We as noticed. So hey, you know how that be. All right, that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, speaking of the main roster guys, you want to know how much they make? This is right now, this is WrestlingObserver.com is reporting that the current main roster minimum salary in WWE is $350,000 per year. Wow, what a lot of money right there. Man, that's a lot of money. I mean, that's if you living like that, man, you living good. You living good in the neighborhood, like they say, real good. But I mean, we see stars. That's decent amount that most stars don't really make, but do make. But good for main roster. I don't want to Montez Ford don't want to be world champion. You make more money being world champion than you do. You make. Hey, if he's satisfied with that, then good for him. Well, speaking of that, we're hearing about the TNA and WWE partnership with Jordan Grace. Austin Creed, Xavier Woods, saying the first order of business would be me and Truco would take the old tag team title. We'll make a song with Joe Henry. Man, I guess that makes sense. Then Joe Henry said, "Hey, he said my name. Who wants a song with Austin? The New Day." Oh, Lord have mercy. You know where they're going to lead to. And then Drew McIntyre got in the fun. Drew McIntyre, former TNA champion. he wants to win the TNA championship again. That was a lot. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So we can probably see that being that way down the road. However, that's going to be coming forward. So, hey, possibilities endless. So, hey. All right. We're going to lead you to what's going to happen next week on SmackDown. Solo Sokola and North Tamatanga Lord into the bloodline. We'll see that next week. Will there be any shenanigans going on? Only time will tell on that. So we'll see. Plus, two, we just saw Cody Rhodes being attacked by AJ Styles. Why AJ did what he did. AJ Styles should explain his actions and why he did what he did. It was not the perfect way for AJ Styles to do what he needed to do. I guess he wanted to send a message to Kofi Kingston, the Cody Rhodes, I meant to say, to ignite their feud coming up this summer. So, like I said, there's a lot going on here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll have you covered next week. We'll see you this this Monday for the Robbery Report. See you later. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you then.